Hello, what's up? It's happy Sunday, Sunday fun day. And I am going to use the wheel that John built for me today to apply. Hang on, I'm catching a cord, I think, for the camera. I don't know, that might move. I'm also kind of troubleshooting it because I'm having trouble getting the tension just right, but maybe I got it. That looks about right. I don't know. Hello, Carrie. How'd it go? We all want to hear. Let's see. And we're going to apply the Fox in the Forest because it's done. Hello, Jasmine and Laura and Erica and Jennifer. How are you? What's going on? How are you? Happy Sunday, Andrea. I saw that you had to pull your socks out. I do the same thing. The first sock was like bigger than huge. It was like a Christmas stocking. And I'm sure I wouldn't have had all the yarn that I needed like to do a second sock. I would have run out. Carrie said she slept till 7:30. I didn't get out of bed until like 8:30. I slept till 7:40. Oh, Erica's gonna spin it too. And then John came down and checked on me at 8 o'clock because I normally don't sleep that late at all. And I was laying there scrolling on my phone, but not out of bed. And that's super weird. Normally I get up anywhere between 6:15 and 7:15, even on the weekends. Hello, Alice, how are you? I feel good too, Laura. Good morning, Karina or Karena. You tell me how to pronounce it. Hello, Eileen. Ooh, thank you. This shirt was on the top of my dresser this morning when I got in the shower, so it picked itself. Tracy slept in too. I like it. Guys, what's happening with that? You know what? Lately for me, I've been prioritizing rest because sleep is a kind of long-term issue for me. And so if I wake up in the morning and I think maybe I can go back to sleep, I try and just wait and see for a little bit. Because I used to always if I wake up, I just get out of bed and start doing stuff. And now I'm like, no, you need the rest. It's been different. Maybe, Carrie, I think that might be it. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, Aaron. Oh my gosh, 2 lives in a row. What? Okay, you guys, I'm worried that this thing isn't spinning quite right, but I did oil. Well, did I get oil up front? Let's just make sure. I got my favorite. So we're going to do a little bit more oil up in the front. And it does make a little noise, but it's not bad. So, what's everybody up to this weekend? Carrie. Oh, you guys are funny. Carrie was at a market day for the Black Swamp Fibre Guild, right? Erica said, first I have to finish my special order. Yeah, you do. Oh, Elsbeth said, good morning. Prepping at home. Just switch over from watching the Jigsaw Puzzle Championship live stream. What? What is that? Hello, Crystal. That's probably great, Alice. Gun oil is probably great. This is Super Lube. This is what the Woolly Winder people, was it the Woolly Winder people or Hanson? One of the two, they recommend, and John told me he thought this was what I should use before, and then we saw it on their website, whichever one. I don't know if it was Woolly Winder or Hanson. Um, Eileen said, "What is everybody working on? Knitting a chicken for Easter. Is it an emotional support chicken?" Oh no, not that Insta famous emotional support one. Had to unravel a bit. Unholy mess. Uh oh, that's not very Eastery. Tracy said, "Had a night out with friends last night, and now she's touching up her hair. I'm past due, Tracy. I should have came over." Carrie said it went really well, and I met Sharon. So crazy. That's fun. Yes, Alice, I am. But it's funny. Lady Jasmine said helped my spinning guild with prepping for an upcoming conference and spinning to finish a pink sparkle yarn to finally be able to make my daughter the unicorn she wants. That is so cute. Speed jigsaw puzzling. It's a thing. My sister competed in the individuals this year, and we hope to compete in the pairs next year. Elsbeth, that is so cool. Please keep us updated so that we can support. Teresa said, "Hi from Alberta. I visited friends who were in a bad accident yesterday and today, going to the community hall later." So are they in the hospital or are they home? Carrie said, "Yep, too." Jean said, "Trying to finish my crossing dream." I don't know that one, Beanie. I don't know that one. Eileen said, "Alice, only in the U.S. gun oil." Oh my gosh. Whatever. They have guns in other countries, I promise you. Um, it's so funny how people seem to think that there are people just walking around. It isn't like that. Carrie said to Elsbeth, "That sounds awesome." Elizabeth said, "Knitting a sock on my work break. Yesterday was prom dress shopping." Round 3. You finally found one. Do you love it? Does she love it? Does everyone agree on it? Crystal said, I'm on the second sock of my third pair this month. Wow, and warming up my second half of curses for fixing troll socks. Are you darning them? Hello, Kiera. Jean's got snow flurries. We don't have any snow coming down right now. There is a little bit on the ground. Teresa said the accident was 3 weeks ago and they are both home now. That's good. I mean, if they both got to go home, that would seem like a good thing. Alice said only in Texas. It's not just Texas. Teresa trying to get my crafting place all together. We'll post pictures when I get it put together. That's fun, Terry. Hello, Anne. She said, "Hola, friends." Carrie said, "That's what I was wondering," to Alice. Were you wondering if it was family friendly? Eileen said, "Only laughing as that would definitely not be the most read." I'm sure not. It's fine. I mean, I don't really get stressed about that stuff, so I don't care. Oh, Sapphire said, "Geez, afternoon." Kim from Winnipeg. I'll try to remember to call you Kim. Finally got a Sunday off. Fantastic to see you. Just finished plying my third skein. Holy, third skein today? Elspeth said, "Crystal, I have plenty of curses to spare if you need some." I've been watching, oh gosh, I don't, you guys are going to judge me. Love is Blind in Sweden, and they swear so much. Andrew said we're supposed to get some snow tonight in Denver. I'm sorry. Jean said, "Knit brilliant creative crossing dream beanie, challenging for fingers and wrists, but so pretty." Crystal said, "Darning, I've oh, that took me a second to figure out." She said, "I've damned them to the hot place and back. I'm repairing in ways that are best for the sock. He completely blew a heel that was best reknit." So, Crystal, you must have been here that day that Roxanne Richardson talked about an old pamphlet style book that she got on socks that had a replaceable heel in it. And I've been thinking about it ever since and thinking that I might try it because that's where John wears his out, in the heel. I don't know why. Hello, Rhonda. Elizabeth said, "Yes, we both love the dress. I will be super glad when prom is over in a couple of weeks. So much teen drama." Oh no. Is she a senior, Elizabeth? Laura said doing food prep for the week and spindle spinning in between onto the last 2 ounces of first 4 ounces of sugar plum. How do you like it, Laura? I really liked how that turned out. Of course. Alice, it sounds like my. You know what, Alice? Has anyone else watched these? Because I watch the American ones too, and I just cannot get behind the experiment. Elizabeth said I was literally taught to swear by Teamsters. Woo! I have doozies. That is, I'm sure. Alice said Samuel L. Jackson would blush narrating the story of my life. Oh, that's funny. Crystal said, try it out. I have known about those types of socks for a while now. Well, years, so many years ago, probably 15, no, I think before I knew John even. Yarn Harlot posted about a pair that had a whole sole. You could take the entire sole off and knit it again. But I can't find the book. I can't remember what it was in. Catherine said, I'm assembling some elevated garden beds today, and on breaks I'm making sourdough garlic butter rolls. Catherine, I need to get my sourdough starter going again. Carrie said, Elizabeth, I look forward to your master class. Deanna said, hi everyone, sun shining for now, working on combing some Suffolk, experimenting with preps and spinning. That sounds fun. Crystal said, on to good news, I've located a drum carter that isn't going to break the bank. April 5th, I should have a new toy. That is super exciting. Erin said, I'm hiding in my Fibre studio. Been a busy weekend, so I'm tidying up after rearranging the space a bit. Better access to my wheel and looms now. I saw, Erin, that you were saying that you might get a fleece processing. You might work on sorting a space out for the fleece and the dyeing. I think there is one in the description of this, Jean, because people ask me a lot. Elizabeth said she's junior, but agonizing over hair and nails and to tan or not. To tan is too much for my low maintenance mama. Oh, brain, mama brain. Yeah. Tracy said, I'm fascinated by Love is Blind and Married at First Sight. What do you think about I'd like to hear what you really think, Tracy. Like, where do you see the bad parts and the good parts? Because I'll say what I think. I think the bad part is that you don't get to see enough when you're just talking through that wall. So you're not seeing all the bad. You're not seeing all the things that happen when they're angry. Hardly. You know what I mean? It's just not a good example of who that person is as a person before you say you're going to marry them. It's not enough. Rhonda said, can't you take the sole off the moccasin? That could be it, Rhonda. That's probably it, because she loves Elizabeth Zimmerman. Catherine said, is the replaceable sole from Elizabeth Zimmerman? I know she has one. That's probably it, you guys. Eileen said, ooh, those sourdough garlic rolls. That sounds delicious. Sarah said, Elizabeth, I have a son the same age, but the opposite. I have to keep asking about information for prom. If I'm not careful, he'll tell me the day after. That's the difference. June. Happy birthday, kitties. That's fun. What are you doing for their birthday, June? Carrie said, wow, when my son was a junior, I found out that he was going to prom the day before. Did he go get a tux, or did he just not wear a tux? I always had to go tux shopping so I could pay for the tux. Not shopping, he rented them. Crystal said, thank you. I might have a chance to get ahead of Troll's determination to off every hand that sock he has. I know, he does it so quick too, Crystal. Maybe you need to send him for pedicures and get all those burrs ground off. Laura said, I can't wait to ply it. It reminds me of cherry blossoms. Oh. It will be the first of a fade. I have 2 more braids from your shop of different colors that I'm planning the fade. That sounds really fun, Laura. I can't wait to. Are you in the Facebook group? Can I see pictures of that? Elizabeth says, Sarah, my boys were both like that too. I guess I got off easy twice, so I shouldn't complain. I mean, you can still complain if you want. It's just like a whole different complaint. Hello, Ghislaine. Tracy said it does not seem enough to make that commitment, but I like that they start out talking about what is important. I think they need the getaway before they. I agree. I mean, also, I think the evidence shows that it doesn't work because very few of them are still, very few. June said lots of food, new toys, and catnip. That's fun. Hello, Lighty. Knitting heel turns on round 2 from the madness. Ooh. Does your team still have open spots, Lighty? I did not knit the bonus pair, but I kind of wish I had time. Oh, good, Laura, so we can see pictures. I can't wait. Carrie said, I just found out from his sister he dressed in a button-down bow tie and suspenders that matched his girlfriend's dress. He had it handled, all but telling his mom. You know what? If he's got it handled, that's a good thing. Right? Okay, are we going to try this? I'm scared. I have no reason to be scared, by the way. Worst thing that'll happen is I can't get a good rhythm. It seemed like, just for anyone who's wondering what the problem is, well, let's see. Let's put this, oh my gosh, what do you call it? That thing goes to that thing. And it seemed like it wasn't turning very smoothly. My flyer wasn't turning very smoothly, so we'll see how it goes. See, Crystal said, Carrie shows you raised a self-sufficient man. There you go. Elspeth said, cats are such a joy. Mine tried to get attention while I was sleeping, and as a result, I have an inadvertent scratch across my forehead. I'd like to think she feels bad. Well, I have a lot of things I'd like to think too. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce that, lady. So you still have some openings then. How did I get on a fast team? I don't get it. Don't say it. Someone's gonna say it. Carrie said, very true, Crystal. Alice said, Elspeth, she probably does feel bad about that, just not about getting on the counter. Abir said, hey, Fibre Tribe, afternoon, Trish. Hello, how are you, Abir? Lady said, and if not, I still have to finish my socks or I will have cold toes. Exactly. But Carrie said, because you're fast. I knew someone would say that. But, I mean, there's a lot of people that are much faster. Okay, come on. Let's go. I don't know what is going on here. Whoa. Now it's going too fast. I don't know. Doesn't want to go. Okay. We're still going to try and get through it. Elspeth said, oh, I got to visit my walking wheel. You said that yesterday. You said you were gonna. He's done remarkable work, and my wheel will forthwith be called Calico, as there are many different wood stains, but she works. I like it. Okay. Now what the heck? Good. Abir said she's well. Elsbeth said, "Hey Abir, are you still in Canada?" I don't know, guys. This is making me nervous because I can't watch it. And it's so fast. Oh, I don't know. Come on, man. Wait, maybe if I... Nope, definitely not. I'm not sure why I'm having trouble. It's been a long time. It's been years since I used this thing. Alice said, sweet. Abir said, I came home March 1st, Elsbeth. Hello, Jan. Okay, ladies, 9 spots. Do they look wonky? Okay. 9 spots on your team left, because I think mine filled their last 2 spots. Maybe that's it. Yesterday? I don't know. What's going on with this thing? Caitlin said, is that, okay, Lighty, is that 9 spots for the whole entire competition or your team? Caitlin said, hi all, we're hunkered in for 0 to 2 inches of snow over the next 12 hours. Where are you, Caitlin? I don't remember. Lighty asked what team I'm on. I am on Vacherin. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but I still can't get this thing right. It is just way too long. Yes, this is it, Abir. And I'm having trouble adjusting the speed. I've had it out for years. The John wheel. We call it the John wheel. We should call it the John wheel. Actually, that looks okay. It does make a little bit more noise, but you know, it's like a 80-year-old motor. That's insane. I've never thought about that before. Mary Beth said, hi, joined late. Were you just adjusting the tension? I was fixing the band, the drive band. I have been adjusting everything, so I may have been, Mary Beth. I'm not sure. Okay, Caitlin said 24 inches. They've changed the forecast. What? So many times I'm in northern Wisconsin. If you're in northern Wisconsin, that's probably going to hit Candy too. It is not supposed to be cold enough for us to get snow over the next 2 days, so hopefully we'll be okay. All right. Rhonda said, okay, I went looking. The moccasin socks by Elizabeth Zimmerman is the one from her that you can replace the sole. It's in the Knitter's Almanac book. I have that. What you doing? Hi.
Is there anything I can help you with?
I think it's just that the speed isn't very easy to adjust. I don't think it's a big problem.
I can't put a knob on this one. I can change the motor out. Put something different on it.
A knob on this one? A speed knob, you mean? We've got the rheostat.
Yeah.
John came down to help
That's not
me with
working.
the wheel. It is working, yeah. It's just, it doesn't seem like it's like a 1-to-1 change. Like sometimes when I go, this is way too fast, and sometimes this is just right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And it might be just dirty too.
It's okay, yeah. Everything's fine. It might be that this is there. Oh my gosh. We don't. That was underneath the.
Yeah, that's supposed to be like here.
Well, it's not touching anything right now,
Okay.
so. Sorry, guys. Just getting some help. Oh, Rhonda, Elizabeth, and Alice all said hi. Oh, more. Elizabeth said, John to the rescue. Thank you. It's working fine.
Well, I just ordered a bucket of gun oil from Canada, so.
Did you guys hear that?
made for baby seals.
Stop! Don't. You're so funny. No, okay. Abir said, I've watched your videos so much I've memorized. Wait, my videos? Crystal, we do have a little snow too. She said, I have snow outside right now. That made me sweaty. Mary Beth said, rescheduled hair appointment has snowed just half hour from us, southern New Mexico. Well, Mary Beth, I've been in snow in New Mexico before, but it was in the mountains. Caitlin said I don't have to go anywhere and I have my wool, wheels, and crochet. There you go. To keep me cozy. Oh, Carrie. That is so cute. Carrie said a beer I put on a mix list of FLD videos when I'm not feeling well. Does it cheer you up or does it like comfort you? Tell me, how do you feel? Talk to me about your feelings. Teresa said I decided I should start a load of laundry. Yeah, I'm doing laundry today too. I usually do all of it except for the sheets load on Sundays, but not always. Things have changed since it's just John and I, in the house. Kim said, that's insane with snow. We are super cold overnight. Went to minus 24. Winter just does not want us to have tulips and daffodils. Alice said, he was being smarty. Sorry, Alice said, I didn't hear what shenanigans are you up to, John. He was being smarty pants. And he said he just bought a bucket of gun oil from Canada. Ooh, so funny. I promise you he's just joking around. Lighty said for the total competition there are 169 spots left. Wow. No joke, Jan. Jan says shipping will kill him from Canada, which makes no sense because we are like, well, I was going to say we're 4 hours. We're not. We're probably like 5 hours from Canada if we go through the tunnel. Abir said, what was that about Canada? He's just being jokey. It's very funny, I promise. Elizabeth said, Carrie, I do that when I'm too anxious to sleep. Trish calms my brain down so much. Human ASMR. I'm like crinkly plastic. Erica said, comforting, cheerful, distracting, and calming. Oh my God, I'm going to make myself a t-shirt that says that. Carrie said it's like comfort food and hanging out with a friend. We are friends, aren't we? All right, really, what is happening over here? You know what? I bet it's because I changed the drive band. I'm sure that's what it is. That's what's wrong with this thing right now. Rhonda said, we just got back from Vegas last night. One of the hotel bars was advertising smoked drinks and called it a smoke show. It made me think of you, Trish. He is still a smoke show. After all these years, we've been married since 2006. So it'll be 18 years in October. There we go. Oh, just when I say that band isn't right. Elspeth said, agreed, Erica, Carrie, and a beer. You guys are funny. Hello, Bonnie. Katrina said hi from Germany. Just got the kids to bed, so we get to watch the second half today. We had snow here too today. Crazy after the super hot February, March we've been having. Yeah, we also had quite a warm February and March for us, but we never know when it's going to be over. Lady said, maybe you've got me weaving. I can take over 2 table looms, one simple luette and a finished one with heddles. Ooh, which one is better for beginner? I don't know about the finished one, so I don't really know. Carrie said that sounds fun. To Rhonda, it does sound fun. John said I was just joking about Canadian gun oil. Elspeth said all the lubricated love from up north. Wait, that sounds bad. It doesn't sound good. That's true. Carrie said we are, but there's half a state between us, which makes it tough to hang out. But we're hanging out. Mary Beth asked what spinner I'm using. This is the one that John built from a sewing machine motor and an Ashford. I gotta change hooks. An Ashford flyer. Elizabeth said, "You are not like human crinkly plastic, haha, but you are the voice of a gentle friend who speaks to my brain." That is so nice, you guys. Lately, when I've tried to fall asleep, I've been listening to Pride and Prejudice. It's like an old friend. You know? Alice said, Gizmo set up a trap. What type of trap? In my living room. Did he string... Is Gizmo a boy or a girl? Did he or she string yarn across the room? Because we are all at risk of that in this hobby. Dee said, hi from California. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope you are, Dee. Carrie said, of course, Dark Tower Designs would never use Canadian gun oil. Yeah, what do Canadians know about gun oil? Caitlin said, our tulips and daffodils all came in February and March. Now they are frozen and buried in snow again. John brought some daffodils in for me this week, and they've since wilted, and they just don't last very long. And I can't see if they're still blooming. I'm not sure, but they do bloom just right outside this window. So my irises are huge already. Abir said summer is already on my side of Earth. 32 Celsius. So what's that? Oh my gosh, that's like 94 degrees Fahrenheit. Mary Beth said, how cool, go John. Yeah, I've had it for years. I haven't been using it, and now all of a sudden I seem to have ironed the problem out. Elizabeth said, Carrie, haha, you know it. Oh, okay, Gizmo is a boy, and oh good, I'll get to see it. Abir said, which one? The one with Colin? Which what? Summer. I missed it. John said, it's too sticky and smells like pancakes. Jan said, hey, I use Canadian gun oil. Oh, goodness. Hello, Mary. I mean, I may have done the math wrong, but I think it's about 94 degrees Fahrenheit. Terry said, Dr. Trish is always here for us. The doctor is in. Elspeth said, we use finger guns more than anything here. Also, that's the same with me. I like to, in the morning, just go, you look good. Elizabeth said, John, you are too funny. But he's lying because he loves pancakes. I got when I got married the first time, I got this Dutch cookbook, American Dutch. I think I have actually showed Eileen the title. And she said it means eat good or something like that. Eat well, something like that. And it's got a recipe for pancakes in it that he loves. Definitely it's this drive band. I'm going to have to swap it out with something else. Alice said, LOL, Carrie, no, the cat trap, that's always too tempting to trigger. I can't wait to see it. Hello, Natalie. Anne said, the chat sure is lively today. I'm having trouble keeping up, old people. Hello, welcome to my life. I was thinking the other day, you know how we were watching The Ranch on Netflix, and Joanne gets diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and she's trying to learn how she can do stuff to slow down the progression, whatever. And I know they haven't made as much progress as we would all like to see in that area. But I was thinking that this is going to help my brain stay sharp because it's so much. Mary said, I'm late. Is there an update on the retreat? So, Mary, I'm glad you asked. I am going to call them this week. I literally decided that while I was getting ready for today. I'm going to call them this week and talk about dates and see if I can't get a date that I like and book it. I'm scared, but I'm doing it. I think I'm doing it. But I just want to tell people now, because you're going to be the first people who know this for sure, everybody who's watching, that it is not luxury. It is going to be a summer camp theme. And it's about building community. Okay. Carrie said, sorry, my jokes missed. Natalie said, there's a retreat. I've been lost in the land of selling our place in West Tennessee and finding a place in East Tennessee. How is that going? Alice said, the gun oil is great and on my EEW, and since I hate guns, it's a conversation starter too. Well, it's a good way to use the oil, right? Elizabeth said, you are never going to lose your marbles. We will keep you going for sure. If I do lose my marbles, who would notice the difference? Who would notice? That's the benefit of only having like a third of your marbles to begin with. Crystal said, you guys are going to have a blast. Tracy said, don't be scared. What happened that made me feel that way is like my therapist said, well, what's the real goal? Like, what is the goal? Is the goal to teach people stuff? Is it to meet some people? Is it to do this? Is it to do that? And I'm like, build community. And so it'll do that. Steph said, hi all from Leeds. I've just taken hubby to work, so going home to chill with a good old film, G.I. Jane. I love listening to you, Trish. You're calming and inspiring, plus your laugh is great. Thanks. I don't even really know what my laugh sounds like. Eileen said, pancakes, you guys, you know it's dinner time here. Now I'm going to have to bake some of those too. Too hungry for this talk. Oh, sorry. It does come back to food a lot. Elizabeth said, who needs luxury? We get to be together and do Fibre stuff. What could be better? Mary said, the only thing I care about are flushing toilets. Definitely that is not a problem. I wish you could too, Eileen. She said, ooh, I wish I could come over for that summer camp. Carrie said to Elizabeth, exactly. Terry said, what's the cost? I'll let you guys know. There's going to be 2 tiers because there's 2 different types of accommodations. So there will be like 2 pricing tiers. And I don't want to go into it right now because like I can't tell you everything that you're going to get and all that other stuff. So I know you're going to get a goodie bag. All the meals are included. It'll be a Thursday through a Sunday, which is what I had them priced. So like Thursday afternoon through Sunday. Those are things I do know. They will accommodate, it is a place where they have a kids summer camp during the summer, but the kids don't stay in the parts where we'll stay. But food wise, they can accommodate allergies and like gluten sensitivities or all that stuff. So that's all I'm really okay to talk about so far. I also need to figure out how to do the payment part without going through Shopify because they're just going to take another chunk and that means I have to figure out how to, whatever. Laura said, I love the themes of your retreat. I know you're nervous, but it'll be great and you will be awesome. Also, the theme of community after the pandemic is needed. I agree. And that's really what we're doing here, truly. I mean, we just bond over something we all love. Anne said there's a Facebook group for full women. It's very funny. I noticed about 75% of the members are into fiber arts. What does full women mean? Coincidence? I don't think so. I'm full of cookies. I had a giant cookie before we started. A beer said as long as indoor plumbing is available, it should be great. Yes, it is not that kind of summer camp. And no one needs to sleep in a top bunk. I do not think grown adults should do that because I was injured once. Sure, that's a story that'll come out after all this. Alice said, so your wheel is slick and lavender oil with olive oil. That's really interesting. That's a little similar to what I used to use for a carding milk, but I had water mixed in, so I always had to shake it. Alice said, your wheel is slick and fragrant. Rhonda said, I'd love to meet you in person, Eileen. I wish you could come too. I would love that too, but I do understand that's too hard to do. Carrie said, leaflet fibers, that must smell great. Jan, I figured that's what you meant. She said, oops, I was talking real gun oil. I hunt, not maple syrup. And I do not, because when we talked about it, I know what they had available. But that part could have changed since. There will be a retreat specific colorway. So you can pick if you want yarn or spinning fiber. And that'll be in your goodie bag. So it should be, I got plans. I'll put it that way. Mary Beth said, when on an e-spinner, as you fill the bobbin, do you change tension to keep it spinning? I do have to change tension sometimes as it gets full. Oh, I missed it. Anne said, dull. What was the correction? The dull correction for? Did I miss it? It will be after that for sure, Kiera. Because they have kids there through most of August. And it's also a really pretty place. It's on a lake. You can walk like in the woods. If we get a lifeguard, we can kayak and stuff. I don't know exactly if that's going to make sense or not. But it's a possibility. Erica said, well, first Steph said, would it be easier to have everyone pay the retreat direct? No, because I have to pay. They will charge me. I have to. And then also you're going to get extra stuff from me that's not going to come through them. So it'll just end up being more confusing. Erica said, also along this community feels good line, there is an interview on the Current Fruity Knitting podcast about the psychology of creating. It's amazing. I might have to go watch that. I would really like to do that, Tracy. I've been trying to figure out how to make it work. And then also I'm going to bring my drum carders and like a ginormous bag of mill ends so you can sign up for like a time slot and use the drum carders in your time slot. And, you know, if you need help or whatever, you'll have help right there. And then it'll just be like, you know, throw some money in a little jar for the mill ends by the ounce, and that's good enough for me. The honor system is fine for me. Alice said, I've missed too much of the retreat talk because Carrie keeps making me laugh. I will definitely do that, Alice, as soon as I have a date. Lady said, can I mail for advice about, yes, about the looms? Yes. I can send you pictures so you can see what I mean. That, sure. Steph said the retreat sounds really great. I wish you could too, Steph. Sometimes I think, Steph, weren't you the one when John and I were on that trip and I woke up and I filmed something and you were like, oh my God, are you okay? I laugh about that all the time because I looked so awful and you were like, are you sick? Teresa said if I came from Canada, I would like the tier where I can bring my own tent. Bring your, the exchange is deadly. Well, I will tell you that they do have 5 campsites for like RVs. Carrie said, sorry, Alice. Eileen said I can be the lifeguard. Are you certified, Eileen? Because I think they would probably let you. Natalie said, what part of Michigan? The timing would be perfect for my move. So it's like kind of southern, but not like right at the border, and kind of in the middle, sort of. Carrie said, sorry, Alice, and Alice said, no, you're not, or you better not be. Ooh, Eileen and Coach, you know what? I'm a certified lifeguard too, but the problem is you can't really keep me right there, right at the water. So those are some of the things that I'm thinking we're going to be doing right now. Yes, Alice, showers are available. Yes. I don't want to give you the whole thing because it's like long, you know? Lighty said, aren't Matthew and Jason the lifeguards? I would never get any of you away from the water if that was the situation. Teresa said, I'm plying and managed to match up the color on these 2 plies of variegated roving. This is a first for me. Wow. Teresa, that is amazing. Because it's hard. Oh, Crystal, thanks. Crystal said, change your hooks. Yes, Terry said, please hit the like button. That would be awesome. Anne said, Matthew swims, right, Carrie? As far as I know, well, yes. Eileen said, certified instructor. For kayaking, you can swim too. Carrie said he fishes. We probably wouldn't be able to get Matthew out of the boat. He'd be out there fishing. That's a great idea. Anne said, are you going to have a swap table? I think maybe we'll have a swap time period so you can bring your stuff. I don't know. We'll have to talk about it. You mean like a leave a penny, take a penny table, only with your books and spinning stuff? Or true swap? That's right. Elizabeth said at least he knows how to plunge. We know that. Carrie said you can have either Matthew or Jason, but not both. John said absolutely he would not go. So I can't sign John up for that job either. But I don't think that he's a certified lifeguard. Alice said, I'm a fish, an old fish, but still a fish. As long as someone else knows CPR, I can drag someone out of the water. We literally can't use the kayaks unless we pay for the lifeguard, which is not saying that we can't do that. And it would be only certain parts of the day anyway. Crystal said, I've been watching that loose part. Just thank you. Thank you, Crystal. Now that it's going like I want it to. Terry said, will you make the goodie bags available to purchase for the ones that can't go? You know what? I have never considered that. But that is possible. Jennifer said, hey girls, have you decided how many spots? Yes and no. Because I know how many I want to do. Alice said, we're sorry for terrifying you, John. I know how many I want to start with, but we could make it bigger. There's space to make it bigger. Oh, okay. You got cut off. Jennifer said, also, Carrie, I will 100% pick Jason. Sarah said, the retreat sounds like fun. I'm interested in going. It's not that far from you, Sarah, really. You're closer than I am. Hello, Jerry. Welcome. Anne said, the scrapping crops I have been to, there is a swap table and a for sale table. The swap table is where you put the stuff you don't want and people can take for free. Okay, so yes, I think I would like to do that. And then also, oh my gosh, did I already forget? There was something else I was going to tell you, and it went right out of my head that I want. Oh, I better not tell you that until I make sure I can do that anyways. Okay, Craft Design said, wouldn't John be there to fix wheels? He will not be there. He said he might drive down for like a few minutes or a little while one day and bring Elvis to meet everybody, but that would be, it's a maybe. Elspeth said it's only a 36-hour drive for me. Oh man, that sounds awful. Eileen's making pancakes. Oh, I was going to ask, those of you who are in the UK, I'm really sorry for what we all learned this week. I don't know how you guys are feeling, but it seems awful. Shanna said, sounds like I've missed the headlines. Oh, Alice said, I'm guessing 20 hours for me because I'm not sure exactly where you are, Alice. I don't remember. I know you're in Florida, but I mean exactly where you are in Florida. But I would say 20 is probably a decent guess. Do you, Sarah? Message me and ask me. Laura said pancakes have been added to my food prep agenda. Elizabeth said maybe I should drive through. There you go. That would be. She's not in Indiana though. Yes, Caitlin. They will be in the goodie bags. Alice said I live in Florida. Elizabeth, so double time. That would be like a big detour. Anne said better start. No, I remember it. Don't worry. I remember what I was going to say. I just decided I better make sure it's going to be able to happen first. I have to check with them. Elizabeth said an Elvis meet and greet. How awesome. Maybe he'll even wear his new jammies. We don't know. We just don't know. Anne said, Elvis, can he be our lifeguard? I wish. Right. Elizabeth said, hey, what's an extra couple of days at this rate, Alice? That's the hope, Rhonda. You know what? I should have changed hooks, I bet, when I was... Yep. Mary said, I'm guessing about 3 hours for me, south of Chicago. That's probably about right. Elsbeth said, I was taught to drive by Teamsters too. I can cut the time down. But is it a personal challenge? Because that's how I feel. Elizabeth said, can I give him a doggy massage? Yeah. Of course. Although, I don't know if he'll settle down enough for it because he loves meeting new friends. So it might be kind of challenging. I mean, he loves it too much. We've been working on it and he's coming a long way, but he just gets so excited when he sees a new friend. And some people find it a bit off-putting. You know, it's true. Yep, he's getting new jammies. A beer said, Elsbeth, that sounds wild. I always look at that ETA on Google Maps and think to myself, I can beat that. Which is bad. Don't do that. But anyway, hopefully this week I'll have some info for you guys. It's silly that I've been this nervous and I've just thought about it so much and haven't just done it. Elspeth, what are you working on? I've gotten 0 work done during this hour. Totally worth it. And are you back at work? Oh my gosh, I don't think these bobbins are going to come out the same. I hate that. A beer said I've been trying to learn how to drive for the past 25 years. I think I'm going to give up. Have you tried learning in Canada or at home? And who has tried to teach you? I feel like you can learn it. A beer, if you can sew, it's like the same thing, like muscle memory. Crystal said the first time is always the scariest. Once you do it, you find out it's not that scary. Yeah. It's very silly that I've been this afraid, honestly. Elizabeth said, I get it. I've been putting off a phone call for a month that took only 5 minutes when I finally broke down and did it. Don't you love when you... That sounds so familiar. I've gotten better. Oh, really, lady? Uh-oh, I can't see. Huh. It must be YouTube because my internet connection is good. Wow, Mary, that's amazing. Is it a fiber arts retreat or a different topic? Elspeth said, prepping this show, yes, back at work, got my first full paycheck in ages and it felt good. I'm so glad to hear that. I don't know if my feet or back will recover, but I'm happy. Um, oh, season 6 of Virgin River. I've been saving that. Not that season, but the whole show. Mary said I was frightened with the first one. Yeah, it's scary. Natalie said, Elsbeth, that's great news. So happy for you. I'm really happy that you're back at work too. I was afraid to ask, but I wanted to know. Because I didn't want to bring up something that you didn't feel great about. Oh, Eileen's not getting freezing. Okay. Rhonda said, question for quilters. Do you wash your fabric before starting? I've seen opinions both ways. Alice said, nice, Elspeth. If your feet and back are hurting, drive to work instead. Jennifer said, yes, just did our taxes yesterday. Yay! Isn't it fun when it's like, it's a relief when it's done. Oh, shoot. Looks like I gotta change again. Elle said, sorry, I couldn't resist. That is so funny. Elspeth said, I just laughed so hard I scared my cat. Rhonda loves Virgin River. Don't tell me because I want to watch it. Bonnie said, I used to get panic attacks just from sitting in the driver's seat in the car. I finally got my driver's license at the age of 38. A beer, you will get yours when it's time. I agree. But you don't have to give up, though. You can just wait till you feel ready to try again. Crystal said, Rhonda, wash it. It does make a difference in the finish size. If it pre-cuts, don't. Oh, if it's pre-cuts. Natalie said, I stopped washing mine. As long as you use similar fabric, then the shrink rate will be the same. Does it pucker around the stitching? Not that that's bad, just curious. Mary said, it is for fiber arts. I'm handing it off this year. It's time for new ideas, and I just want to attend retreats now. I don't blame you. Shanna said to Rhonda, I pre-wash yardage without detergent and will cut fat quarters but not pre-cuts. Oh, well cut fat quarters but not pre-cuts. Get rid of the sizing from the manufacturers. Oh, yeah. Abir said, thanks, Bonnie. Mary Beth said, Rhonda, I was always taught to wash fabric prior to applying a pattern for sewing. I don't always do that when I sew, but usually. Jerry said, as a quilter, I do not wash quilt store fabric, but I wash whenever I buy at Joann's. Crystal said it does pucker around the stitches. It's a beautiful look. See, like when not related really, but when I hem my dish towels, it kind of blooms around the stitches, and I love that. So I definitely would not say like that's a bad thing, but I just wanted to know. Teresa said, gotta run. Love y'all. Bye, Teresa. Have a great week, everyone. Natalie said, I haven't had issues with puckering. The quilt will get wrinkly, but I wash and spread it out to dry. Don't put it in the dryer. I didn't know that. Abir said, all fabric must be washed before sewing. It could affect the final project. Shanna said, gray stock purchased at discount stores will shrink differently than even the same print at a quilt fabric store. First run to find printing errors, so is a looser weave. That's interesting. I did not know that. Sharon K said, for fabric, it just depends on the output that you desire. MB said, I pre-wash all fabric to make sure there isn't a bleeding issue. Alice said, question, is there a special way the fabric is washed so it doesn't fray? I would not mind knowing that either, because I always just wash it and let the ends fray because I don't know how to stop it. Crystal said, color catchers for bleeding. And zigzag raw edges before washing. Okay. Bye, Natalie. Have a great week. She said, looking forward to hearing about the retreat. Thanks, Trish. I guess I live dangerous because Crystal said live dangerous and just wash it. Like if it's yardage, I just wash it because I figure it's only gonna fray on the edges, you know. But but I'm not like a experienced sewist, so I'm definitely the wrong person to give input on all this stuff. I mean, I'm still learning. Buy a beer. We love you. You have a great week too. I'm going to be heading out in just a minute here anyway. And I'm like not even half done applying this. Mary Beth, oh wait, Alice said I have a serger now. I can't do fancy stuff on it, but I can do those edges now. I was thinking I might serge Elvis's jammies. Mary Beth said, bye, have a great week. Dee said, I wash all fabric too, depending on the country it comes from. It is infused with chemicals that stop critters from eating the fabric. I didn't know that. Jan said, I sew with leather, not lever. No washing. Oh. Anne said, fabric for clothing should be washed so you know your fit won't be ruined. For quilts, most people want that slightly puckered look. It looks more vintage. Serge the ends before washing. Elizabeth said, I always just wash yardage. Didn't know there was another option. Shanna said, quilter for 35 years. Elizabeth's been a quilter for a long time, and I know Anne has done all kinds of sewing for a long time, right? She says, since age 10, I'm 54, I think, and theater costumer since the 80s. Lots of information, but ultimately personal preference. Rhonda said, I'm making a baby blanket. I have a panel for the front, so there's no piecing at all. Just make my fabric sandwich and quilt around the design on the panel. That sounds nice. Hello, 6 a.m. in Sydney. I always wash mine. Alice, I got 4 yards of linen last haul. Should probably wash it. Weave looks loose. Yeah, with linen it might really bloom. Anne said a common fabric finish in import fabric typically contains formaldehyde. What? I didn't know that either. Scandy said, I was always taught to wash my fabric before cutting so it will pre-shrink and get the sizing out of it. Crystal said, I'm a learn the rules and then break them. Same, girl. To see why makes sense why you're always here. Then I just bend the ones that don't really matter. Thank you. 100%. Elizabeth said, Rhonda, I've done a few baby blankets that way. It was so fun. Oh, Erica said, I have to head out and feed my 24 emotional support chickens. Thanks all. Bye, Erica. Yeah, Alice, it smells weird, right? Thank you. I've noticed that too, but I always feel like no one ever talks about it, so maybe I'm picking up on something other people can't, like, detect. Okay, I gotta go too. It's after 3. I love you guys. I don't know what I'm making for dinner, but it won't be pancakes. Probably, unless John says, hey, I want pancakes. I was just going to have leftovers. Because I've been cooking a lot. Yep, I just changed. Thank you, Rhonda. You guys have a great week, and I will see you soon. Eileen said, talking about rules and checking if they are true, did you ever knit some socks out of that Dorset? I did. Why, did you have trouble with it, Eileen? Alice said, like button, folks. You guys always look out for me. I sure need it. Just don't know what I'm doing with my life right now. I'm just waiting for Eileen to answer if she had trouble with that Dorset. And which one do you mean? Because I have horn Dorset and then I also have pulled Dorset that was roving. And I have knit socks out of both. Look at all the hearts. Thanks. Oh, so far I love them. Said, no, just wondered how they wore for you. I love my Dorsets. So far, I love them. I was afraid maybe you had trouble. Have a great week. I will see you guys soon. And I'm going to take Tracy's, I don't know, lead. And I'm going to do something about this week. Thank you, Jennifer. It is, it's a stain. I'll have to look. It's a lip stain, the kind you peel off, and then I just put clear over it. So I'll look and put it. You're in the group, I know. So I'll put it in the group. Have a great week. I will see you guys soon. Thanks. I love you. Bye.